Picture this. It is 6:30 in the morning. The alarm goes off, the same sound that has dragged you out of bed for years. You rush into your work clothes, grab coffee, and fight traffic. By the time you arrive at your desk, you already feel drained. Hours pass, emails flood in, meetings pile up, and by evening, you are exhausted, waiting for the weekend just to breathe. Now imagine this, instead. Waking up with no commute, starting your day working on something you care about, setting your own pace, and feeling alive instead of trapped. That is the dream behind leaving the corporate 9 to 5. Many fantasize about it, yet only a few take the leap. And those who do step into a journey filled with fear, freedom, setbacks, victories, and transformation. This book collects stories of real people who walked away from security to chase autonomy. Their journeys show not only the challenges, but also the extraordinary fulfillment waiting outside corporate walls. In this video, we will explore why people leave, how they reinvent themselves, and what lessons you can take if you ever dream of doing the same. Why people leave. Every story begins with frustration. A marketing manager hit the peak of her career, yet every Sunday evening she felt her stomach twist with dread. A banker earning 6 figures admitted that golden handcuffs felt heavier than iron chains. A project director with international recognition confessed he felt like a machine, productive, yet lifeless. Stress, lack of freedom, and emptiness at the core of work often push people to reconsider their path. Gallup's State of the Global Workplace report reveals that nearly 70% of employees are disengaged, leading to declining productivity, burnout, and even health issues. The common thread is clear. Money and titles cannot replace meaning and autonomy. The turning point? No one leaves suddenly. There is always a trigger moment. An engineer missed his daughter's birthday 3 years in a row. A consultant broke down during a client meeting after weeks without sleep. A woman realized she had spent more time with spreadsheets than with her family in an entire decade. These breaking points spark questions. What is the point of success if it steals life itself? Psychologist Daniel Kahneman notes that people often make life-changing decisions under emotional strain because those moments reveal our hidden values. In these stories, freedom, health, and authenticity consistently outweighed security. Facing fear, once the decision appears, fear steps in. Fear of losing income, fear of identity loss, fear of judgment. A woman who left her stable corporate role to teach yoga admitted she trembled when she handed in her resignation. A former manager confessed he feared explaining to his parents why he gave up a prestigious job. Fear is not a weakness, it is biology. Neuroscientists explain that uncertainty activates the brain's amygdala, flooding the body with stress signals. But this same discomfort also fuels creativity and resilience. Every story shows that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward despite it. Redefining success. In corporate culture, success often means promotions, corner offices, and higher salaries. But outside, definitions shift. Success becomes time freedom, personal growth, and meaningful impact. A lawyer once driven by court victories redefined success as afternoons with her children and evenings coaching clients. A manager who became an artist said her greatest win was no longer her annual bonus, but selling her first painting. Harvard Business School research shows that intrinsic motivators, purpose, autonomy, mastery predict long-term fulfillment far more than external ones, like money or status. These stories mirror that evidence. Freedom often replaces wealth as the highest form of success. Learning new skills, leaving corporate life often means starting from zero. A project manager who launched an online business admitted she knew nothing about marketing or customer psychology. A finance professional turned coach had to learn how to sell herself, something she never did in corporate environments. The journey is not smooth, but it is powerful. Carol Dweck's research on growth mindset reveals that individuals who embrace challenges and view failures as learning opportunities consistently achieve more. These leavers often became students at experimenting, failing, and trying again until they built momentum. Example: one man who had never touched coding built his own e-commerce site by studying online tutorials. Another who had no public speaking experience began practicing by recording herself daily until she grew comfortable presenting workshops. Building support systems. After leaving structured workplaces, many people felt an unexpected silence. No team, no office banter, no supervisors. At first, this isolation crushed motivation. One woman described her early months at home as eerily quiet, with days blending into each other. To counter this, she joined a co-working space and met others pursuing similar dreams. Another built an online mastermind group to share struggles and wins. Social psychologists argue that belonging is essential for human resilience. In fact, studies show that entrepreneurs with strong support networks have significantly higher chances of sustaining businesses. These communities provided encouragement, accountability, and sometimes even partnerships. Financial transition. Dreams collapse without preparation. The book highlights individuals who jumped too fast and ended up returning to corporate jobs within a year. But those who succeeded often had financial strategies. Some saved up 1 year of expenses before leaving. Others started side hustles that eventually replaced their salaries. A few negotiated part-time corporate roles while building their ventures. Economists emphasize that financial resilience grows with multiple income streams. This aligns with many stories here, where safety nets gave individuals the confidence to explore without desperation. Example: a designer who transitioned slowly built a freelance portfolio while keeping her day job. By the time she resigned, her freelance income exceeded her salary. The emotional roller coaster. At first, leaving feels liberating. No more meetings, no more strict schedules. But soon, reality sets in. A new entrepreneur shared that her joy disappeared when her first client failed to pay on time. Another described the panic of his first month without a paycheck. Yet, alongside lows come powerful highs. The first time someone made money from a personal skill. The first client referral. The first day working from a beach cafe all became milestones greater than promotions. Angela Duckworth's research on grit shows that sustained passion plus persistence is what drives long-term achievement. These stories embody grit, the willingness to continue despite uncertainty and failure. Purpose and impact. Perhaps the most profound transformation is purpose. A consultant who became a social entrepreneur admitted she now works harder than ever, but every hour feels meaningful. An ex-banker who started a wellness retreat said he finally saw his work healing lives, not just growing numbers. Viktor Frankl, in his studies on meaning, wrote that humans endure almost anything if life feels purposeful. These stories confirm that leaving corporate life is not just about rejecting a system, but about discovering deeper alignment with values and impact. Closing challenge. This journey is not a fairy tale. It is hard, uncertain, and emotional. Yet it proves that fulfillment exists outside comfort zones. The lesson is not that everyone should quit tomorrow. It is that freedom and purpose require courage, planning, and resilience. So here is the challenge. Ask yourself honestly, if fear did not control you, what life would you build? And if the answer excites you, perhaps it is time to start creating a path beyond the corporate walls. Knowledge is only powerful when applied. Take one idea from today's book and put it into action. If you want more summaries on personal finance, leadership, and self-development, subscribe and join me on this journey of growth.